The victim was prohibited from eating solid food after the operation.
Ah!
Hold on, boy. What are you getting at? Prohibited from consuming solid food? What in the world?
It's all been noted in the fine print. Any consumption of solid food is strictly prohibited for 3 hours after treatment.
No, that can't be!
Sir!
What is it?
Now you've heard the truth! And at the time of the incident, shortly after 2 p.m., the victim was unable to eat a thing.
This is an outrage.
In addition,
Why are you staring at me?
you claimed several times that the victim was enjoying his meal alone. However, that claim doesn't hold up.
Good. Oh.
Because the victim had just undergone a tooth extraction and could not eat solid food.
This is rather odd.
What's wrong, Asogi?
The name of the witness is written down here. Satoru Hosonaga.
Well, obviously it's a business card after all.
The name is not the problem, it's the title.
The title? Oh! Imperial Police, Division 1, Investigation, Lead Detective, Satoru Hosonaga. Detective, what in the world is going on?
I have no idea. If he has the authority of a police officer, he may be capable of coercion.
What in places? That waiter is actually a detective of the Imperial Police? Auchi was not told about this.
The Imperial Police holds absolute, nay, overwhelming authority over the citizenry. Witnesses? Were you ordered to fabricate your testimonies by this so-called waiter? Were you told to hide the fact that you witnessed the presence of a young lady that day?
Well...
Hold it!
Detective Hosonaga!
To be honest, I saw this coming. I knew it since the moment I was asked to hand over that sketch. I will now leave the rest in Your Honor's capable hands.
Very well. The court will now state its opinion on the matter. So far, this trial has proceeded under one major assumption. That the victim was sitting alone at the time of the incident. However, that assumption has now been discredited. In light of this development, the court believes it is still too early to hand down a verdict.
Objection! Your Honor, but that means we would delay the verdict and our telegram to the British Empire till later this afternoon. Our government won't be happy about that.
Restrain yourself, Prosecutor Auchi. The trials of the Supreme Court are not to be swayed by political influence.
Ah!
Detective Hosonaga,
Yes.
please issue a summons for Mr. Jezaille Brett.
Of course, as Your Honor commands. Detective! Doing so will mean to find the special orders you were given. I believe I made this clear earlier. If you must investigate, then do it to the utmost perfection. That is my motto.
Detective, won't your livelihood be at risk?
Bring it on, I say.
Let us adjourn this trial for a short recess. I hereby order that the exchange student, Mr. Jezaille Brett, be summoned to this court. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Sir!
Very good. The court will now take a 30-minute recess.
Well done, Naruhodo. That was fantastic.
Ugh, I feel like I'm dying.
I can hardly believe it. I mean, just look at you. Drenched in sweat, knees trembling, eyes darting, teeth chattering. But even in that sorry state, you still managed to grasp the truth. You're more suited in this line of work than I thought.
Oh, stop it, or I'll really die of embarrassment.
In any case, we finally dragged the Phantom Woman to the stand. Miss Jezaille Brett, an exchange student from the British Empire, huh?
See? I told you there was someone else there. Dr. Watson wasn't alone at the time of the incident. There was a young woman sitting across from him.
True, you did say that.
At the very least, I do have confidence in my powers of observation, you know.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of that lady, I know what that good detective helped her vanish from the crime scene. But did you really not catch any of that while it was happening?
No, I can't say I did. Right as I was about to leave the restaurant, I saw that the pistol was by Dr. Watson's table. It was just lying there, begging to pick it up. The next thing I knew... Before I could figure out where the gunshot had come from, that waiter suddenly charged me at like a madman. Then, he shoved me into the kitchen pantry.
It sounds like a brilliant arrest. Just what I'd expect from a trained detective.
As for what happened to the crime scene afterwards, well, I have absolutely no idea.
Hello again. Excellent work out there, you two.
Ah, Professor Mikotoba.
It appears my hunch was correct. The two of you make a fine team. In fact, you're faring even better than I expected.
I knew it. This was all a part of your scheme, wasn't it, Professor? You plotted to remove me from his defense.
This country is still young. Its legal system even younger. Such... This is particularly valuable for our nation to have our brightest youth scouring the globe. I invented it only to prevent the possibility that you terrific study abroad could be revoked.
And yet, Professor, if I turn out to be a pathetic man who can't even save his best friend, then I will withdraw from the exchange program myself.
Huh? You can't do that!
Oh, but he can. I thought you might say something like that.
Asogi!
That means... everything rests on your shoulders, then.
Huh? But mine, sir!
Prove your own innocence and expose the truth behind this murder. I will love to learn what really happened. After all, I can't say that I'm completely unaffected by this incident.
Come to think of it, Professor Mikotoba mentioned that earlier, didn't he? Professor, could it be that... you were acquainted with the victim?
Why, yes, I was. One who fully invited the late John H. Watson teacher as a professor was none other than myself.
Huh? Are you serious?
This is my first time hearing about this, too.
Whatever the case may be, you both have your work cut out for you. The murder victim was a professor from Britain, whose name holds great sway. Thus, our government hopes to convict someone as swiftly as possible.
What's more, the opponent we're about to face is someone the Imperial Police tried to cover up, a British student and a lady at that.
I suspect the prosecution will unleash all manner of unhanded tactics against you. But I know you two are prepared to fight until the bitter end. Hang in there.
Yes, sir!
That reminds me. I would like for you to return to the university immediately. I may have some use for you over there.
Understood. Kazuma-sama, I wish you the best.
Defendant! Recess is ending! Head back to the courtroom at once!
It's time. I'm counting on you again, partner. Let's cut the nonsensical ramblings of these old men to pieces.
Oh, hey, Asogi?
Yes?
Thanks. I mean it.
Come on, no need to be so courteous.
Seriously, if you hadn't put your faith in me, I'd have been declared guilty a long time ago.
I have faith in you, not only as a man, but also as both an attorney and a friend.
Asogi. If I'm declared guilty in this trial, Asogi really will give up his trip abroad. That's just the sort of guy he is. I'm not the only one whose fate is at stake in this battle. No matter whose opponent it is, I can't afford to lose. I guess you're right. I'll save my gratitude after the trial.
Get ready to treat me to the usual beef hot pot at the cafeteria when this is over.
The court will now resume the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Auchi, how goes the search for our new key witness?
Good, Your Honor. She has responded to the summons. Thanks to a scent little brat, our government was scrambling to complete the task.
Sorry about that.
Responding in a timely manner is their job, not ours. I fail to see the problem.
This uproar surely soured our relationship with the British Empire. You've jeopardized not only the treaty, but also our nation's future.
I'm so sorry.
A treaty formed with an easily agitated empire isn't worth the paper it's written on. I repeat, I fail to see the problem.
I beg your pardon?
A secret trial to appease a foreign government, a sloppy investigation, a hidden witness. Where has our nation's sense of justice gone? To which empire does this court belong?
Silence! Know your place, student. You children know nothing of the precarious position our nation is in. For us to one day stand among the powers, profound political strategy is needed. Our path forward should be paved by diplomacy.
While I may be an average student who knows little to nothing about politics, I can feel the truth of Asugi's words just by standing here, in this court. An empire with no justice also has no future. That's what I believe.
Ooh.
Well said, Naruhodo. Shifty eyes into all.
Damn you!
Very well, then. As our empire's highest bastion of law, the Supreme Court exists for sake of justice. Let us resume the trial. The court calls the next witness to the stand. Bring in the exchange student from the British Empire, Miss Jezaille Brett.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor! Oh, greetings, greetings. You must have endured quite the journey. Welcome to Japan.
Quick, someone fetch tea. British greetings end and start with black tea.
Is that true?
Don't know, don't care.
Now then, witness, would you please grace us with your name and occupation? Yes, sir. Thanks for asking. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I'm currently working undercover as a waiter at the Quantos, but I wasn't talking to you!
Ladies first, a proper British greeting always begins and ends with a lady.
Is that true?
Don't know, and still don't care. More importantly, do you remember what you said earlier? One thing I do have confidence in is my own observational skills, was it?
Oh, right. I might have said that.
Yet all you could describe her as a young woman? Sure you're not actually blind as a bat, Naruhodo?
I have no rebuttal.
Anyway, let's just start over. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Alright, here I am. Oh, milady, pardon my rudeness, but... Come again? This is...
She says her name is Jezaille Brett. She hails from London. At present, she's a research exchange student in Imperial Yume's medical program.
Ooh, your English is so pleasing to the ear, milady. Even though I understand not a word, I'm entranced by the beauty of your voice.
From what I can hear, we can trust the detective to interpret her testimony accurately.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like all that prep work you did to study abroad in Britain won't go to waste.
As for you, Naruhodo, it seems your time in the English department isn't just for show.
Now then, esteemed witness. Apologies for the inconvenience, but we would like for you to testify. 3 days ago, at the scene of the terrifying murder in La Quantos, you were sharing a table with the late Dr. Watson. Is that correct?
She says yes.
This is going to get annoying fast.
This exchange student doesn't even speak our tongue.
She says she had to vacate the scene due to an emergency. She deeply apologizes. She had to return to the university for a research symposium.
Some cheek you have for someone who personally let her escape.
I was simply following the special orders issued to me by police headquarters.
Do excuse me, my lady. Could you take a look at this photograph? When the incident occurred, you were unfortunately at the scene of the crime. Does that mean you bore witness to the crime with those beautiful eyes of yours?
She says it was a most sad and terrifying spectacle to behold.
So she did see it after all.
Yes, Your Honor. It seems that she indeed witnessed the crime unfold. The defendant over there. He's the one who shot the victim. That is her testimony of the moment of the crime.
Order, order, order in the court.
There you have it, Your Honor. This is incriminating testimony.
Now I get it. That woman is our true opponent.
As much as it pains me to say this, witness, please give us your testimony. Describe to us this sad and terrifying spectacle.
Let's do what's it. And then you do this.
That day, I had joined Dr. Watson for a rather late lunch. The doctor was unable to eat, so I ordered a beefsteak for myself. The accused came over to greet the doctor, but they quickly began to argue. Then, before my very eyes, the student took the doctor's pistol and shot him.
So it's impossible.
I was not carried a firearm, so it was impossible for me to have committed the crime.
That does...
Sir! I swear, I never argue with the doctor!
Objection! Quit your yammering! The word of a black-hearted villain, or the word of a pure-hearted lady? Which do you think we trust? Even a scoundrel like you should know!
Naruhodo, haven't you learned your lesson? Nothing's going to change if you keep raising your hand without thinking.
Oh, I'm just so frustrated!
Shortly thereafter, I arrived on the scene, when I relayed the testimonies of this lady and the 2 previous witnesses to headquarters. It was concluded that she had no relation to the incident, thus she was sent home.
Now, if only those testimonies were legitimate.
In any case, this lady is wearing the same outfit she wore on the day of the incident. As you can see, there is no place in which she could have concealed a pistol.
I think you could hide a single pistol just about anywhere, though.
Unless you can indicate this hiding place to us, what you're spouting is mere conjecture.
This dress has no pockets. There was nowhere to hide a pistol. That is what she says.
I'd like to turn that woman upside down and give her a good shake just to check.
You better not be thinking of getting violent, Naruhodo.
Come on, I didn't fire the gun. I found it. There must have been another one.
Exactly. That lady must have concealed it somehow. At least, that's what we need to prove. And to do that, we have to destroy her testimony no matter what.
Very well. Defense, the court orders you to begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Sir! Unable to eat. You're referring to the professor's visit to the Hara Clinic, right?
That is correct.
You didn't even ask her first.
Incidentally, was the lady aware of that visit?
Yes, she heard about the tooth extraction the day of.
That means you were the one who ate the beefsteak after all.
That is correct. This photograph reveals how the scene looked at the time. Sad and terrifying.
At the time, huh?
Indeed, what a tragedy! To have ventured out to this far eastern island, only to be embroiled in a murder case. I, Auchi, shall become a vengeful god and sink my fist into the criminal's face!
I'd take it to the late Dr. Watson didn't ingest anything then.
Yes, with the exception of carbonated water.
Carbonated water?
Although he could not eat, he could at least have a drink. So the 2 of us made a toast, she says.
A toast with carbonated drinks, huh?
So, what did you think of that testimony?
I believe there's a deeper meaning to the lady's testimony.
Fascinating. And what meaning would that be, pray tell?
When the time is ripe, the meaning shall reveal itself. The defense requests that the witness's last statement be added to her testimony.
Ha! A clever save.
Now then, my lady, would you please add that statement to your testimony for us?
Gladly, she says.
Nice, Asogi. I'll remember those words.
Which words?
When the time is ripe. What a convenient phrase.
Could you take this a little more seriously, Naruhodo?